there's this woman who took in a tiny, broken, 4-week-old kitten to foster. He could barely walk, hardly moved at all, and at first it seemed like every single day she'd just be saving him. But then it turned out this little guy kinda knew how to save her right back. She'd fostered a lot of kittens before without much trouble, but this little one, Piklin, was different. Within a couple of days, it was pretty clear he wasn't gonna grow out of it. He was gonna have to live with those little legs, just the way they were for the rest of his life. So, for those first few days, someone was with him pretty much all the time. He barely moved on his own at all. He couldn't even get out of the litter box or make it to his food bowl, so she'd just gently move him from place to place. And every night, she kept getting up just to make sure he was still breathing and that everything was okay. A few weeks went by, and he still spent more time lying down than actually moving around, but the little guy ate like he was making up for last time. He ate for 3, and he'd reach out for her hands, lift his head at every little sound like he was saying, "I'm okay." She caught herself thinking if he was fighting this hard, that she wasn't to quit on him either. And honestly, she had no idea how many vet visits and new challenges were still waiting down the road. So at the vet's office, they studied the scans for a long time. They said Piklin had some serious congenital issues. They explained he probably wouldn't walk like other cats and that life would be tough for him. But while everyone's talking about his future, there's little Piklin just lying there on the table, squinting and trying to lick her hand like he just came in to say hello. Nobody guessed that this tiny kitten, who could barely move, would actually surprise them all with his steps. The vet suggested trying these simple braces for his legs, and she agreed to it. Now those first sessions, they were rough. Piklin fell more than he walked at first. He squeaked in protest, but day by day there were fewer falls. Pretty soon he was hobbling around the room on his own, making it to his bowl, and still finding a little time to nudge a hand with his nose along the way. If someone walked into the room, Piklin would just wobble right over with those crooked little paws of his, asking to be picked up. And the moment that fridge door made a sound, he was right there at his bowl, as if nothing could hold him back. It really felt like she'd rescued this tiny, fragile little kitten, but she had no idea that soon enough, the whole thing would flip around, and this crooked pawed gat would become her little lifeline. Some days the house just went completely quiet. Just those pills on the nightstand and those heavy thoughts that made her want to hide under the blanket. On days like that, even making it to the kitchen just felt like too much. And that's exactly when she needed Piklin the most, those moments when she just couldn't quite get herself out of bed. So on those days, Piklin seemed to understand he needed to be quieter. He'd just find her, lie down next to her and start purring. Sometimes he'd even fall asleep like that, forehead pressed right into her hand. And the day didn't suddenly become easy, but it stopped feeling like a total loss. For his sake, she still got up and went about her day. To some people, he's just this strange cat with crooked paws, but to her, he's a real friend. And in a way, it kind of reminds you of that dog from the last video. Just one strange encounter that led to new friends, and suddenly she stopped growling at the whole world.